Hi, this is a really quick, basic, simple stretching video. Just a few minutes, really simple stretches. A client of mine's off on a long haul flight and he just asked me to give him a reminder, a prompt of some stretches to do. So just to start with, let's start with some shoulder rolls. Arms relaxed down by your sides. Just lifting the shoulders right up, roll them forwards. Squeeze your shoulder blades together and back round. I'm only going to do a few of each one, but obviously if you're feeling a bit stiff there, then keep going, do a few more. Let's go the other way. So squeeze the shoulder blades back together, up and over. Let's just do a couple more of these. Right up and over. Try and take your shoulder blades, really feel them sliding up and down, sliding in and out, getting as much movement into the shoulder girdle as you can. Relax your arms down and let's just get some work into the upper spine, into the neck. Turn your head away to one side, back to your centre and away to your other side. Just do 3 or 4 to each side like so. And then when you want to move it on, take your head away to one side, drop your chin and roll your chin around your chest and away to the other side. Lift your head back to the centre. And again, drop your chin, roll your chin around your chest and back to the other side. Bring your head back to your centre. Let's get some movement into the middle spine now, a little bit in the upper and middle back. Hands onto your hips and think about holding your hips still and just circle the upper body. Imagine you're circling your ribs and your shoulders around above your pelvis. So the pelvis sits still and you're just getting into that middle back. Now when you lean back, if you've got any concerns, don't go too far back. Use those tummy muscles to support you. Let's go around the other way. Okay, try to keep the hips still. And as I say, again, that middle back, just moving around a little bit more. Bit of a stretch into those shoulder muscles, middle back, upper back. Back to the centre. Now hands onto your waist. Keep the upper body still. And now exactly the same thing with the hips. So try not to move the shoulders too much. What I mean is try not to get everything going. Okay, upper body stays still. Push your hips out, round and tuck under. And round the other way. This is a really nice one. This is a lovely way to get some mobility into the back of the pelvis, into the lumbar spine. Again, I'm only going to do 2 or 3, but you might want to do a few more. If you're standing in the gangway of the aeroplane, you might choose not to do any of these ones. They might escort you off the plane, but there we go, entirely up to you. Okay, back to your centre. Let's do some simple roll downs now. I'm going to work with the knees bent because that's going to reduce the length of the hamstrings, shorten the hamstrings, reduce the tension there, to just get a little bit more into the lower back, which is sort of a bit more of my focus, given that you're going to be sitting on a plane for hours and hours. So, slight bend in the knees, tuck your chin into your chest, and just roll over, have your hands hanging about level with your knees, nice and floppy. If you want to, let those arms circle a little bit, shake them out, you can nod your head, yes and no. You're completely grounded on both feet, completely stable. And then roll yourself back up and straighten. So again, bend your knees, drop your chin to your chest, roll forwards and over, just hang there, really floppy in the upper body. And roll yourself back up. If you want to take that one a bit further, then obviously you've got your full roll down, all the way down, taking the stretch a little bit more into the backs of the legs, into the lower back, and rebuild. And from here, if you want to, you can carry on. Take some extension work into the arms. Okay, take your hands across your chest. Again, to increase this one, you can have your arms out to the sides, but I'm assuming you haven't got much room. Keep the hips facing forwards and just turn through your waist, right the way away. Back to your centre and away to your other side. Just again, a little bit of movement into that middle back. Let's do that one again. Turn away, back to the centre and away. Okay, I'm going to finish hip flexor and hips. You've been sitting for hours and hours, it's going to get really tight in here and you're going to get a bit crampy in the buttock muscles. To start with, you're going to take a stretch into the hip. If you want to, just hold on to something to help you to balance. Lift one leg, turn your knee away and take your foot onto the thigh of the other leg. Just gently press this knee out away from you. To go deeper into the stretch, the leg you're standing on, just bend that knee a little bit more and keep opening this knee, get right into the outside of the hip there. Okay, and obviously holding it for a little bit longer than I'm going to. Come back up, take that foot to the floor, find your stability, again balance if you need to. Other leg, take the foot across the thigh, open up through this hip, bend that supporting knee. Just gently press that knee away from you and to get deeper into the stretch, bend that knee a little bit more and gently come back up. Okay, so get into the hip flexors, they tend to get really tight. Just go into a sort of a lunge position, step forwards with one leg, come up onto the toes of the foot behind you. Now drop down into a lunge and then push your hips forwards, tuck your tailbone underneath you. Imagine you're lifting this hip on this bent leg, lifting up towards the ribs. Try and close that space, tuck under. You should really feel it right in here. And if you want to get a bit deeper into it, again, drop a little lower. Be mindful of your knees. Any issues with your knees, don't go quite so deep into it. Keep pushing the hips forwards. And then gently come up and obviously onto your other side. So again, lift up the toes. And if you want to take it a bit deeper, go into a bigger lunge, obviously. That's your option. Bend, push your hips forward. So think about pulling the hip up towards the ribs, and push the pelvis forwards. And gently come back up. And you're going to finish, legs nice and wide, roll over and down. Take your hands to the floor. If you're a bit tight in the glutes, the buttock muscles, hands down to the floor, and then just slightly bend your knees and stick your bum out behind you. Again, possibly do this where you've got a little bit more privacy, maybe not in the middle of an aeroplane. Okay, sit into your heels, stick your bum out behind you, and then start to straighten your legs. Keep your tummy pulled in and gently roll yourself all the way back up. Bring your feet in and you should feel fabulous. Thank you.